Hello guys, Who here, back with another episode of our playthrough or our Let's Play of Path of Exile 1, or just Path of Exile as it's known right now. And you can see on the screen I'm looking a little bit different today, because today I have put on some MTXs just to show you guys some of the MTXs that I have, but there's a ton of them, and again, it doesn't do anything for your gameplay, so there's like no pay to win or anything like that. But I just wanted to show you guys what I have here, like a halo and some eyes, and some of them are actually free that they give you through the I think it's H here. Yeah, see, so when you hit, you get the footprints, you can see here, and you get the trophy that you put in your hideout, if you know what that is. But you can also get the weapon effect, and also you get a portal effect. So you have to complete all these challenges. Some of them are pretty easy. Some of them are just by doing gameplay. As you can see, I did the encounter because I did a little bit of stuff, I guess. And you can also by using some currencies and stuff like that. Some of them are really easy. So getting like 12 challenges are pretty easy actually. But if you want like the portal effect and stuff like that, then you have to do a little bit more. But yeah, so they do give you some free ones. Some of them I have bought, and some of them I just gotten through different things and whatnot. So and the thing is around us that's going around here is an aura. So you can change it to whatever you want to. I can also have a bubble on if I want to do that. I can have this one, the swirling. I can have the fire one, and I can also have. I don't have a golden one, so maybe I don't use anything. Maybe this is better actually. Also, when I put this down, it looks like a little thing because I have that as in one. But this hole right here is where we actually came out from. So we are now in Act 2. As you can see, we did all of Act 1, and now we're doing Act 2. So let's continue. Let's not diddle-daddle anymore. And our gems are about to level up, so that's amazing. Again, I hope you guys are enjoying these or like these. As I'm recording this next episode, the first episode is already out. And it seemed to be fairly okay received. So I'm happy about that. It makes me very happy that you guys like what I'm doing. So what they've changed since then is that they changed it so now, what's it called? Your those essences, or you can see those, the lungs and the eyes there, they all just automatically get picked up, so you don't have to do that anymore if you don't want to. If you don't want to, yeah, whatever, pick it up yourself. But this is pretty straightforward. You just go kind of north to the left, and you will find the next encampment. And he really wants me to do that, doesn't he? He's really keen on me doing a boss, but I am not really into doing a boss right now. I just wanna, I want to do it later, I guess, but not really sure how it works later on, because I think the parts that you pick up is what is called like level requirements. So you get a regular, like you can't just take a low level boss and just farm that one over and over. And I hope that it is going to continue, because we're trying to get into the encampment here. There we go. All right, cool. It just took a little bit longer because I don't have I don't have the Path of Exile on my SSD hard drive, so it loads a little bit slower. You can go down. You can go down, or you can go. Oh, lag. Sorry. Oh, stop. And you can go up this way here. And I usually just go up. Take the north part of the zone, I guess, and then the south part after that. It doesn't really matter too much. I would say there's a little bit of benefit to going up, but it's not really that big of a deal. So yeah. Right. So I'm pretty sure. Oh, I can't summon him now. Oh, I can't summon him now. Okay. Not that I really want to do a boss, but oh, it's due to it's combined with your. Oh, I see. Okay, I understand. So it's not something you save these. Ah, I see. Okay. So you basically lose out on the souls if you don't like do it now. All right, cool. I guess then you can't just save them up. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Oh no. There we go. Alright, cool. Don't know if I want to take that helmet. Alright, here we are looking for I was about to say the next episode. We're looking for the den, basically. Which is going to take us on to the next part. Let's see. Oh, this guy is a big dude. He is strong. We are continuing down this way because we're gonna go. We want to go for the bow wheel over here. So we're going through here and going up this way and going into that one. But yeah, we really want to. Oh, there's a strong box. These can be. I could use, like, for example, the thing I just got here, the alchemy thing. If I wanted to, then it would be better, but also be harder to, you know, defeat. But rewards would be better, you know. I don't know if it's always down here, the den, but it's somewhere down here. And this is a side mission, by the way, so there's nothing you have to do. Later on, you do have to do so. But since we're only in Act 1 or 2, sorry, then it's not really necessary. But since we're doing all the things, these bears do have a lot of life. They do have a lot of life. And also, I have a very not very good bow, actually. I should really upgrade that. The problem is that it's 3 linked, which is amazing. There we go. Well, there's a lot of. I was about to say white monsters, but I mean of course blue, yellow. Colors. Hello. This guy is strong. See, like, this bow here is a lot better. It's a lot better than a bow I have. Well, not a lot better, but the problem is that I don't have anything other than that linked. So it's also about the links, which is can be quite, yeah. But this is the guy we need to defeat. I was about to say the brown bear, but the white bear here. And he is dead.
Don't let your efforts go to waste.
And again, we're not doing the I guess the bosses. Right. So now we can continue. You could have continued, like I said, to the crossroads here and not doing the den. Many people, if you're racing, you don't want to do that. But since we're doing just the crossroads, yeah, or just we're doing everything. That's what I mean. Then we are heading into doing that. The crossroads, as it's mentioned, is a crossroads, which means that it basically we do have the better bow though, but it's not linked. I really want it to be. I really want it to be have some more. I was about to say sockets on it. Yeah, some more. Yeah, you can see this is basically almost the whole map. But usually then we go up at the crossroads. I want some more whetstones on it, so it has a better chance of being. I could buy them if I wanted to, but they're probably at this point where I'm just starting out. It's gonna probably be quite expensive, actually. Hey, see, this guy is. Oh, I was about to say. Just gonna put some of these down, and now we're getting into some more life. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, so if we get some more whetstones on that other bow that we found, then it would be awesome, because then there's a bigger chance of having more sockets on it when I use my jewelers on it and stuff like that, start crafting it. So I could start using it, but I would lose out on some stuff. So 100% not really knowing what could be better, right?
Luxury and cruelty go hand in
So now we went into the Chamber of Sin. I think this is where also there's another ascendancy. I could be wrong on that. But there is an ascendancy here close, not close by, but but there should be one. Oh, scouring, nice, thank you very much. And you might be wondering also why my things light up like they do and yours is like not looks like that. It's because I have a loot filter on, and a loot filter basically does what it says. It looter out the loot. And how you set something up like that, there's plenty of videos out there explaining it, how you set it up and stuff like that, but it's not that hard to set up at all. It's basically you just have to put in a, you know, so you can see the strongbox is a little bit stronger. It's a blue one, so there's a little bit better loot. But yeah, I would recommend Neversink's loot filter. So if you just search for that on the on Google, there's plenty of also people that explain how you do it and how you set it up, how you make your own if you want to do so, and there's websites dedicated. I think even Grinding Gear Games has their, like if you go to their forums, I think or their website, I think they even have it like that. Like a very easy tool to use or something like that. I haven't, again, I just used Neversink's because I really like his, and I've been using it ever since basically it came out, or loot filters came out, so yeah. Now he still really wants it to do. We are looking for, of course, the chambers. You can see it right there on the minimap up there. You can see it. Okay, if you press tab, it becomes a better flask. Right? No, I actually had the flask. Okay. We're going to go to the Chamber of Sin level 2, which we need right here. I think it's he pops up because of what's it called? Because he doesn't want us to miss out on anything of that. Oh, it says there. Yeah, you can see this. So it's this area, right? It's this area. There's the ascendancy, trial, which we need to do so we can ascend later on. I have actually my first video I ever did was actually me playing the going through the labyrinth, as it's called, and ascending and all that stuff. So yeah. So if you want to check that out, it's on the channel though, but it's basically from stream that I streamed back then, and it's all like filled with copyrighted music and stuff like that, so it can't be monetized, unfortunately. Oh, there we go. Oh, we have 2 whetstones now. Awesome. You could go all the way to 20. So the what's it called? The item. So but we're looking for the next ascendancy. Hopefully we will find it. I just mostly see these souls, which is fine and all, but not really what I want. There we go. Maybe I don't want to run up too fast, I guess. Oh, I also have to keep an eye out for the scroll wisdoms, because we still need those. I don't think that's a way to go there. I think that's a dead end. I'm gonna take a chance, but let's get some more life. Also some more life recovered from Flask, which is nice. Oh, here we go. There we go. Good job. Some gloves. How do? Oh, we do have we have yellow on all of it, don't we? On almost. Yeah. Do have to remember to kind of look for things to. As long as things not get too hard, I'm always like kind of bad at upgrading my gear until I, you know, hit. Oh, we did not solve the. Oh yeah. This is further. So we, I did miss the ascendancy. But. There was something I was thinking about that I was starting to say. See, there's a shield with 3 on it. It's a heavy belt. It was up this way. This layout has changed though. You see it's right there. When you see the book there, it means that it basically because it has a what's it called, a like a story to it. So yeah, there's always like this talking thingy, and now we just have to run through it. And this looks different. It's always different from the trial, from each other, but this is always the same, you know. Act 2's trial is always the same. But it's basically just showing you. It's kind of like a tutorial, I guess you can call it. Oh, damn, there's a lot of stuff in here. What's it called? It's kind of like a trial. Tutorial. See, now, Act 1, Act 2, stuff like that. It's basically like a tutorial. It's just showing you, oh, these are something you will encounter in the whatnot, basically. So they're kind of getting you familiar, I guess, with whatever it is. I try to use these as much as I can so I can get back to where we were. And you can always go back and do these later. You don't have to do the ascendancy or the trial what level you are, but you can't, you know, do the ascendancy if you haven't done so. And now we have to save Helena from this evilness up here. He can be a little tough. He's pretty strong for whatever level it is. Make these guys tank it. And just shoot him, and he drops the sword. Nice. Awesome. And we have to remember to get that one, and that's it. You can go down and talk to Helena if you want to. And I also changed my portal to being this instead. Very awesome indeed, right? Very awesome indeed. All right, so we are now back in the encampment, and we have some quests to turn in. Because we defeated the bear in the den, and we also helped out her. So he is going to give us nothing. Oh, they're just there. So we were gonna use agony. Would be awesome if I could use that. Oh, there's nailing. Oh, okay, cool. Frenzy and Octic armor, but we're gonna get the ash because we're just going straight up. Very simple. We're going. We're going physical damage. Oh, I picked up a cleaver. All right, cool. Not really want to sell that. If I sold that, I'd just get a fragment to wisdom scrolls, which can be fine. You know, it's not like that. Also, if you look, I changed these up here. I actually have to move this down here. But yeah, for all these in here, we want to use this. We should have a red socket somewhere. Yes, indeed. Change these around. This one we need, and we can put 2 more. See, you can also 2 more whetstones. So now we're on 6%. Again, the higher percentage it is, the better. Here we get a belt. I think I want to try to get the physical damage one.
Go with the speed.
I don't think it's that good. It's gonna probably not be that good. Nah, it's not good as we have, because this has a does not have the health. It does, but it has a double resistance. This does have a health though, 7, but it's like 11 is pretty crazy. We do have some more damage, but yeah.
Going.
So what we can do is that we can try to look for a bow that's 3-linked. None of them are really 3-linked. With this is, but these are not. This changes every time you level up. So if I pick this one, actually, I would get a sort of one I could color stuff with. But nothing is really 3-linked except for this one, and these are the better bows. These are require level 14, so they have more. This is even 18, so this is. I could maybe go with this one actually, because then I could just use the Mimeric. I think we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna go with that one.
Going.
And I think we're gonna. This is not something you should really do much of, but yeah. Oh, that's a lot of damage with bleeding and stuff like that. Wow. Okay, that's actually a pretty good roll. So I can actually show you guys. See, it has 123 damage per second, and if I move this over here, I should have. No. Okay, never mind. This has 366. Even with the piercing, it's not that good. So we're gonna destroy that, and we're gonna continue. Oh, we gotta go back to the crossroads. Oh, I forgot the. Oops, I forgot the. That's on level 1. Yeah. Maybe that was a bad idea actually go back here. I'm gonna go here, but I would like to have the waypoint. Normally I go for the waypoint as well, but I kind of forgot about it, but it's on level 1. I guess I could run real quick to get it, but now I have to get an extra loading screen. Really don't want what I wanted. And we have to get another loading screen where we can then go to Crossroads. There we go. All right, cool. All right, let's go back here. But when that means, oh, well, I guess that's a good thing. You could see that, and it hasn't reset yet, but it will. So here we go. Now we should be able to defeat these a little bit better. And or as you can see on the side here, we what's it called? Our level gems are about to level up again, which means more damage. Every gem you have equipped gets experience. Oh, there's a shrine here. It's gonna be knockback. I won't take that from them. As long as it's on here, they have the knockback. Whoever is affected by it. But now that I have it, I have the knockback. So also it does more damage. So I'm basically just one-shotting these things now. But yeah. Now we're going for. Oh, there was actually a. We are going. If you just follow the road, you will head straight to one of the bandits, which you have to.
Looks like this land and I are coming to an understanding.
Which you have to basically either side with one of them, say, hey, I want to be your friend, or basically murder all of them and then help the town, basically. But if you follow the road, it takes you straight to this guy here. And I don't need to say what he does, because you go in and you talk to him. And when you have done that, it says if you help this guy, right? Says right here, he will give you 6% attack speed and cast speed. That doesn't. And also dodge attacks and movement speed. That's not bad for us as that, but we want the 2 points. We're gonna go for the 2 points, basically. And we decide to kill him, and he becomes really mad for some reason. Really weird, right? It's gonna level all these up. These gems. And there we go. And we pick up his amulet, because we said, nope, we don't wanna... we don't want to help you. Then you can help some of the other ones if you want to. You can help the other two. We will pass those as well because again I will be defeating them. And I'm just gonna sell that, please. There we go. Chrome to change colors. We're gonna put this one down here, and we are now going back to the crossroads. So that was the part there. Now we're gonna go and pick up the hand. I think that's a side mission as well. I'm not sure, but I know there is an ascendancy this way as well. I think, pretty sure it's in the crypts which we're going to. So the roads, as you saw, the crossroads. If you just follow the roads, either like north, I guess the other way. Basically, most of the time, you just have to follow the roads, and that'll take you wherever you have to go. Especially in Act 2 here. Especially here. I'm really having a hard time seeing the split arrows. They seem like not that. Yeah. There's also you basically you just have to go south here, but it's just easier to follow the road. Also, it just gains you some experience and stuff like that. And here's the unique. There's a unique monster right here. Great. Oh, I am just. There's a lot of mana that is being used here. The more sub. I was about to sub. The more what's it called? Support gems you put in a gem. Also, I think it also becomes more expensive just by leveling it up. But it does become more expensive when you put more support gems to it. Alright, so we are in the crypt level 1, and I really like where they've put this waypoint. I think this one is also, yeah, so solve the trial in this area. There's a waypoint right here, so you can't miss it. You can't really miss it. And you might be wondering why like, does it really matter with the waypoints? No, it doesn't really matter with the waypoints. It's just something from very old times, if you can say it like that. When I started playing, when you died, you didn't really start at the. You could, when you die now in softcore, it would put you at the last waypoint, or like the last like not waypoint in the sense of like the thing up there, basically the one that we just did. But ooh, we got a essence. This can be used to craft with. Also sell them or something like that. Somebody can craft it. So it put you back at somewhere, and then if you didn't have a waypoint, you know, there was actually a way that people actually had a portal cast on death, basically. So every time they died, they put every time they died, they put down a portal so they could get back to where they were, because there was not like just resurrect where you were kind of deal. So yeah, but they changed that. So if you die in softcore, you can basically go back there. This is where we have to go, but we have to do the ascendancy first this time, not missing out. So that's why I like the waypoints. Is always just like really good to pick up and kind of learn what levels they are on and stuff like that later on when you have played enough. Because like I said, if you happen to you know, don't want to play anymore for a while and stuff like that, on the next day or whatever, it's really good to have a waypoint wherever. So you can go back if there was something you missed, or it's also for me something to do with completing the map, kind of, because I know, like for example, this is not look like this, right? So the completionist in me is basically saying, yeah, you're not done that right, buddy. This is a new Ascendancy, a little bit different. You know, these spikes can be quite hard to, or can do a lot of damage. So make sure to avoid. But that's it. They're not really super hard, but the lab is, I can tell you that. So now we're done. So I can tell you there is 1 in Act 1, there's 2 in Act 2, and there is 3 in Act. Yeah, I know. Very complicated stuff, but here we go. Now we are also another point. That's dexterity, and now we can go up here, and then we'll start getting into these. I think we're gonna go down. I think the down one is just the best damage, but we're gonna go up here also because there is damage to gain there as well. And this is the wonderful like. There's basically trees on all of the sides. Like this over here, for example, if you're doing like sword guys over this way, there is something for scepters, there's something for axes, there's something for, you know, swords and stuff like that. So there's just plenty of, you know, there's just plenty of options basically for all of them, and all those wheels are just amazing. Now we're gonna go to the crypt level 2. So before we can ascend, we need to, of course, complete the ones in Act 3 as well. But that's, of course, first going to happen in Act... I was about to say Act. in the next episode, when we're going through Act 3. So... as I'm playing a ranged character, I'm very dependent, or not very dependent, but I am dependent on my weapons. If you're playing a caster, you don't have to be as much. The skill will basically carry you for the most part, but it's not always like that. But you do want like better gear, but it can. Oh, an alchemy. Nice. So it's usually casters are the better ones, but I picked the ranger because I feel like the ranger is the easiest one to do because it's very just, you know, it's just your let's see, which one is better here? 12 and 18. Okay, I'm gonna do this flask instead. It's just straight up, as you can see, there's not a lot of just more damage. Basically, you just can look at the damage of your down here. And oh, I didn't even pick up I didn't even use the fire one. I didn't even activate that one. Oh, a chance orb, and then we have to pick up the hand right there. Awesome. And that's it for this, and we can now go back again. There we go. So that's basically that side done. So now we can move on to this the second side, which is basically going to take approximately just as long. So as I was talking about before, we're just gonna pick this one here.
Stay true to you. What troubles you bring?
This is for putting into the sockets, like this one, dual socket right here. Can I move you? This one, for example, I could put it in there if I had enough points to. Yeah, but we're not gonna go for any of those because that's also kind of complicated, and we're not trying to do it very complicated. Oh, there we go. Thanks. Like spike. Here we go. Now we're going down, and yeah. I don't know if I like. I always really liked Act 1, but Act 2 is also kind of, I guess, my second favorite. Act 3 is also okay, but there's a lot of back and forth and stuff like that, and I feel like Act 1 and Act 2 is definitely my favorite, even though Act 5 and Act 5, 6, and 7 is basically that. And now this is basically beast guy. pretty nice to have around. You can see these here. Then he comes and he says that he wants to capture the beasts.
That was a juicy one, exile.
Oh, what? Oh, now it puts me backwards. All right. I should have get a blink arrow then, but it's fine. You can run past it. But again, you want to follow the road. If you have like a blink arrow, for example, you can just blink arrow over that and don't have to fight that.
Off you go, little beast. Away.
And he apparently really loves beasts. And you can collect them, and then you can
Off you go, little beast.
kind of like Pokemon. But then they will. Oh, there's a red one here. Oh, he is going to be tough. So all these are basically you can craft gear with it. That's what I mean.
You are well prepared for the end.
Okay. This is level 12. Oh, this is the one I have. Okay. I'm just taking the chain belt because yeah. All right. Again, we're just following the road. And this is he's just a side mission. The guy that's collecting whatever. But it's really nice because he does give you a buff where it like grants life and stuff. So it's pretty nice.
Einar will write a mighty poem about
Wow. And can I get out? No, I can't. I can't get over. This doesn't have the range of it. Yes, we can go on a little trip. It's just a little bit more difficult to go through this. Not that it's that hard, but definitely if you're racing, you don't want that. Again, we're not, but we're following the road. And then we, of course, you follow the road, you find a waypoint, and then afterwards we have to go through between these and then go that way. But I'll show you after we have been down here and defeating a few things. All right, now we are just in front of the bow wield, which is nice. It's gonna give us a good amount of damage, even though we do have a good amount. All right, and then we want to go to the Western Forest. And of course, that waypoint we just hit is very, very important too when we go back, basically. All right, Western Forest, here we go. I guess I could also cut out all these, you know, but I do talk over them, so I guess. Yeah. Again, you want to follow the road. Really, I know, super hard. Get the waypoint as well. Not that you really need, but if you're helping the bandit that is in this area, it's a really good idea to have the waypoint. Because first, of course, you have to defeat the other bandits before she wants to help you. So I have to get the necklaces from that, but we are defeating her, so. And then you, of course, you follow the. She is here, by the way. If you follow this road here, right here you can see like there's some stones and stuff like that. You follow that. We're gonna do that on the way back. Yes, we have to go down all the way here because basically the story is that the thing is closed off. I can show you, I guess. I can show you, I guess. Should I? Yeah, sure, why not? Tormented Spirit. Oh, cool. I think I did. And then we have to defeat this guy because he is basically holding up the whole thing here. And we have to take this and put it in here. And this way here, if I go down here, it's a little bit way down. This is to the Prisoner's Gate. So if you remember that from, I was about to say Act 1, but yeah, from Act 1 or from Episode 1. Oh, I'll take the boots actually. That was where we could, that was a place in there, but I didn't go that way. I could have showed you guys that we couldn't go that way, but now we're gonna go defeat her, and because like I said, we're gonna get all the points. It's always like the you can, like I said, side with some of the bandits, but I recommend just always taking the points, except if you're following some kind of guide and it says take that, and then of course take that. But she's like she's right in here, and if we talk to her, she says here can help her like 5% regen 5 mana per second, some crit and some all resist, and all resist is not bad, but we can get that you know, a lot easier. We'd rather have the points. And there you go.
I hate to pluck a pretty flower.
Cool.
Even a poisonous
These
one
ballistas
like
are really doing damage. And we are not done yet, because now we have to go on the other side. As you saw, I followed the small bricks here. As you can see out here is just like grass, and here is that. Hopefully that goes well through the whatever. But now we have to go on the other side. As you can see, the trees are getting a little bit spidery. There's some spider webs on it, and means that we on the other side we have to defeat a spider. We need to poison some vines so we can continue through in the cave. And we have to find the way in. And you just have to go on the side and just go up and down. And it'll find your way. I think it's more up than it's down. You can basically see it for what, like how far up this is. And if the trees stop being spidery, then it's definitely not that way. And it should show us, there we go. The wither's chambers, which we have to get the poison from, because spiders are poison. Yeah. And here you always just want to keep to going. I guess don't want to like down, but like down and that way. I guess down and east. That makes any sense. This is a really good place for like experience. I feel like there's a ton of monsters and stuff like that. But yeah, you just want to keep trying to go. And I'm basically going the other way here, so this is probably not the right way. I'll probably want to go. And you revive all of them. And of course, you want to look for another entrance. So as soon as that shows up on your map, you wanna do that. There's a lot of things on the map because of these you know, souls, I guess parts of monsters things. So I think if I'm looking at this map right now, I think this up is just a loop around. So it's not always like that, and it is also bound to change like a lot of times. They do change. This is not a like definitive. But it's usually how it is. But just run around. The more times you do it, of course, the you know, there's a bigger chance of whatever. But here we see the Weaver's Chambers. We put that in there, and the teleport is over here, and we have to defeat the big spider. And we leveled up. And then she leaves, or he. I guess it can be a he as well. I don't know. I just feel like spiders for some reason, or. And then she jumps down again. And she's back. Oh, there's a lot of small spiders that are spawning. There we go. Boom. And we take that and that if I have room for it. I do. Awesome. And we could spawn a boss if we wanted to, but I didn't want to. So now we can get into the wheel. Damn, that's good. Awesome. And we just take a portal out of here and we go back to that, because now we're done in that end of the I was about to say the city of the act. So I'm gonna really quickly I'm always looking for health first, and then if it has double resistances, that's the best. It's what you want to look for in whatever. And I took that because why not? So all of this is currency, as I've talked about before. All of this is currency, and this can be used later on to make you know, or buy things basically. So we're looking pretty good. We have 2 Scouring, which is, and Alchemy is pretty good. We actually have 2 Blessed Orb as well. They can sell pretty good as well. Not insane, but pretty good. Oh, we have to turn in our quests. So I forgot all about that. We do get some nice buffs here. I want to get the this one here, but you can, if you want something else, you can just go to one of the vendors, and there should be another tab, and you see I can buy all of these here. Like this was like what Herald of Ash we got before, and get the Blood Rage or anything like other than that I would care for. But usually it just gives you. Oh, these has this. Okay, Seize Ballista. What's in Dash? Okay. Burning Arrow. Put Burning Arrow in there. Get us a little bit more damage. This is elemental damage. So that works, of course, with the elemental damage we have here, but also that Burning Arrow is elemental damage. So now we can basically, I'm just gonna go real quick back to Act 1 because we opened the gate basically as we did before, and why you want to do that, I don't know if it actually is something you have to do. I don't know if it's really a side mission or it's like kind of a main mission, but it doesn't take very long to go down there and defeat that guy, and you just have to put that green thing in the socket we had. But then you get actually a skill point, which is really nice for a skill point just by doing that. Some of the side missions do give you side points, give you extra points, but some of them just gives you like regret orbs basically. All right, so we are back. As you can see, the map has reset as well, but then we have to go up this way, follow the bricks again, and we have to continue where we're going. We have to defeat Oak now, which is one of the bandits, and you can see when you just go up here, you will get the wetlands entrance, I guess. So, all right, here we go. And usually Oak is in the middle. You can see it by his big, I don't know if I would call it a fortress, but I guess hideout thingy. As you can see right here, it's right here. So if you come on the side and you see like this thing, it's basically there. So he's gonna offer us regen life, additional physical damage reduction, and also global physical damage, which is not terrible actually for us, but we want to defeat him as we can get 2 skill points for defeating all of them. And he is he's a melee guy, as you probably can see. And there we get his amulet as well. And then he wants to take us back to the city, and so we can help. And we will do that, but first we will find the continuation, I guess it's called. So always after that you can always go on like the outskirts. A really good thing is always to follow like the side of the maps and stuff like that. When a waypoint marker shows up on your map here, that's the way you have to go. Or actually it shows you now the exclamation mark up here. That means that we're going, and that's the waypoint. There we go. Boom. And then we're gonna do the routes, because we did that poison. You can see they all get super poisoned, so you can now continue there. But we are gonna go back real quick and get our 2 points, which really is not didn't really have to do now, but since we were talking about it, and that we can now get our 2 skill points, and we get the aspect, and you see we got 2 skill points. So boom, 2 extra skill points, which is really nice. Yes, I do want to change that into that. And then also we get the aspect, which is the one we need to have to summon basically the last boss for. All right. So if you helped Oak, he would, you know, give you his you know, what we call it, like piece of the puzzle, and he would put it back together. Is that a word? He would assemble it. That's what I meant. So now we just have to go through the tunnel here and get on the other side. And as you can see, I'm not defeating every single monster because you don't really need to do so. The experience keeps kind of up. Like I was talking about before, it wasn't really doing so. Don't forget to get your scrolls. So yeah. Oh, this can be very dangerous. Oh, it is. It is kind of dangerous. It is kind of dangerous. Freezing is very, very bad. Oh, but it gave us a lot of stuff. Damn, there was a lot of whetstones. That is awesome. Also, the armor scraps are really good because it makes your armor better significantly. Oh, that's I don't know if I would call it significantly, but it's basically free stats because these drop pretty well, and they are not very expensive. I'm gonna take the vest actually. So the armor is pretty awesome as well. This was a very, very dead end indeed. See if we can't go somewhere else. I guess these episodes are also kind of dependent on how well I find my way, because there is, of course, you know, what we call it, way to it. There is some stuff you can always kind of like rely on, but not always. So, but I always the blue packs always make sure that you kill them like 100%. Like that is super needed to kill the blue ones. And you can see they have all gotten a lot of experience, and now I'm behind on the experience. Also, of course, the purple ones, purple and blue, always, and yellow to a certain degree. Yellow can be very, very hard to kill, and can do a lot of damage. So that can be very dangerous. But regular monsters, if you don't kill them, all of them, then don't worry about it. The mirroring archer I'm using is also shoots another time, so basically that sometimes kills some monsters, so you get some extra experience there. Let's get the big point here. That's a nice point. Oh, that's a nice point. Now we just have to get the other side of the there. I feel like this is the way. Yeah, it was. Right. And now we are going to kick the ball there, and apparently, you know,
This shouldn't be happening. Not in the world I know.
Put the darkness upon the world. There's not a way around it, I think. But very closely by, there is some stairs that goes up like this, and this is the way to, like, forward to the northern forest, where we have to basically go through a forest, and then we have to, you know, go back again, or go back down into a dungeon or a cave, I guess. Here I like to find the side area, but I don't like to do the side area. Not that there's a side mission, not that there's anything there. It's just a side mission. Here you see the dead ticket, which is kind of funny that they put it in because there's not really anything here. So what I do is that I just go in and go back out, because then it removes the question mark on the map, as you can see right here, and you can see all the darkness ascending on the world. But you can see there's like a little area there, and yeah. Also with levels though, is that I can show you real quick. If you hover over, this is level 15, and we are in an area that's 21, and we are 24, so we're pretty good with the levels. If you should struggle, you can always go back to you know, whatever. Now there's not too much enemies. Another whetstone, nice, nice. The ghost basically possess other things. And a blue pack, awesome. We'll take that any day of the week. Also, unique ones also give you good amount. Basically, unique. Oh, gave 2 of the same helmet. Unique ones, and I don't know if it's actually unique. How much the unique actually gives, because yeah, I don't want to put some false information out there. But oh, nice. What's it called? I know that yellow monsters give you 5 times the experience of a normal monster, and blue ones give you the double experience of a normal monster. But I don't know if unique is also just 5. I don't know if it's more than that, but yeah. Here, the cave here is pretty simple as well. It just basically goes one way. There's a waypoint when you get to where you need to go, or what you call it. See, that was a dead end. Sometimes I do shoot them if I have them, but... Oh, I'll level up. This one requires more strength, and since I don't have any more strength, it won't let me allow it to level it up. Oh, and this was even like also a dead end. Oh yeah, yes, you have to find this here, the one that goes down in the water, the bridge here. That's the way, and it's usually right in the beginning. And of course there should be some monsters, else it'd be kind of neat. Some more bears, so which are pretty strong. There's a unique monster here. This is just gonna give us a soul. And if you are racing and you are playing hardcore, since I'm not playing hardcore, you want to keep up your resistances, you want to keep up your health and stuff like that. It's a lot more intense playing hardcore. I have played a little bit of hardcore. It's not that it's not for me. It's just that the problem is that what would you call it? Yeah, when the stairs is here, by the way, then this is where you have to go, and you can also see the side point. This one over here, and it shows you on the map here, is a crafting recipe, which is really nice. You have to pick that one up. Now you can get movement speed on boots later for crafting and stuff like that. You can. All right, so I think I'm gonna talk about the crafting thing when we get later on. Okay. Lesser poison. I think I was talking about something and now I kind of lost my train of thought. Maybe I'll remember later on. Somebody's probably shouting, "Dad, what are you talking about?" I got distracted. But here we go. We have to find the... basically when you find this kind of area king thing, you can see there's like a pillar here and a pillar here. It shows you up on the minimap. Basically, that's for ascending into the pyramid, which is the last boss in there. Which we're going for, of course. And here, you just have to run around and kind of find, you know, the different... There's these totems that sometimes give monsters invulnerability and stuff like that. These guys that summon, you don't get experience when they resummon their guys, so you can't just let them resummon whatever. They were also in Act 1, I didn't talk about it. More ghosts. I want to defeat the ghost, because he can drop some really nice loot. Ooh, Superior. Superior can, if you put them together, Superior gems, you can also use to be lucky in finding one you want, or you're going to use yourself. But you can put them together and basically make it so that that you can increase the quality of your own gems, basically. Oh, I see it on that side. You see it? It's down there, right down there. So we just have to find a way to go there. That's not a way. Ooh. That's actually pretty tricky. Oh, I see what it is now. Oh, we have to go back. All right, never mind. This way we have to go. Yeah, totem. That's a lot of those totems, isn't there? Blue pack. Make sure that I kill those at least. And then it says the stairs. And when you find the stairs, that means that that's just the way up. You're not actually leaving the zone, which is kind of nice. At least something I can say about the about my Herald of Ash basically is that again I just want to kill this first. Is that you're thinking about strength, right? You can get it from the tree. Sometimes some places there's like a strength note, for example, or I think this one. No, this is dexterity. Is this one give? No. This one gives strength and dexterity, as you can see in the bottom. This one gives strength and dexterity. So there is some points around the tree that does that, but you can also, of course, get it from gear. Like this one, for example, the gloves here has 11 strength. But yeah, I think I'm pretty sure the next stairs we find, I think it's 3 times we have to find it. I'm pretty sure. And you can see it's right there, right over here. So it's Then it says aspect, pyramid aspect. That is where the boss is. So now we're going to defeat the last boss. We're going to put in our thing there. You can't even get up here if you haven't completed the all the other things and stuff like that. I actually missed out on the another waypoint there. 2 waypoints I actually missed out on. That's actually a very easy waypoint. You just have to follow the coast, but apparently I missed out on that. And this is the boss. It can be quite tricky, but it's not insane. He basically has these 3 things he does, where he summons minions like this, and then he until you have defeated these, or a specific amount of time has gone by, and then he's just the slow here, and then he does he throws down these are slows, and then he also throws down you can see getting, and he does the slam. And there we go. That's it. That is it. That was Act 2. Just has a little bit of a wound up time, if you can call it like that. You can see now I defeated the boss over there. Right here is where you have to continue, and there's also a waypoint on the other side. So when we hit into Act 3, I will be starting that, but you can basically just click through that, and I will do that when I hit that. But that does it. I think I actually want to keep the. It kind of looks good, right? Doesn't it? Looks better. I don't know. I guess you guys can comment below if you want the MTX on or off. I do like the golden version of it at least. It makes me look amazing, I feel. Anyways, that does it for episode number 2 in Act 2. Actually, for this playthrough of Path of Exile. 1, I guess, but Path of Exile. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you guys like and subscribe. It helps me out very much and super much appreciate. Shows me that you actually do like this, what I'm doing. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode and act of Path of Exile. Goodbye. Bye.